Thank you for coming by my channel. My name is Angelique. Today I'm going to take you through a stretch that is more directed towards a sore, stiff posterior chain. I did deadlifts yesterday and I really feel sore in my lower back and upper back and hamstrings. So that's what we're going to focus on today. If you haven't already, please feel free to like and share and comment on anything you would like to see more or less of. All right, we're going to start at the top of the mat. Place your feet hip width, and then just start by drawing your shoulder blades slightly back, relax down, open the palms, and just take a moment to close your eyes. Allowing the breath to bring you into the present moment, into the body. And shifting all of your senses and focus, concentration onto the here and now. Nice. Inhale, reach your arms over your head. Just feel a nice stretch, reaching up. And then place your hands to the heart center. Nice. Interlace your fingers, stretch your arms over your head. And then exhale, grab your elbows on the back. Inhale, lift your chin. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, lift the chin, stretch the throat. And then down to the chest. Good, one more time. Now keep your head there. You're going to reach your arms forward and begin to round the spine. So pull the navel back. Imagine you're holding on to something and finding flexion through the lumbar spine, the upper back, the neck. You're going to take your knees and then rounding further, walking your hands down the shins. Keep rounding, keep rounding. And I'm actually slightly pulling on my shins for more traction around the lower back. Nice. Now there's a bend in the knees here. You're going to keep that and then press your fingertips onto the shins. Lengthen forward, flat back. Then take your belly and thighs and glue them together and then relax your head down. Take a couple of breaths here. Good. Now the flat back. Inhale, keep the knees bent or straighten. Exhale, walk your feet back to plank pose. Inhale, lower all the way down to belly. And then just lift your shoulder blades. Keep the lower back nice and long. So it feels like you're just reaching the crown of the head forward, activating the upper back. Lift your hands, place your hands, inhale cobra, exhale child's pose. Come up on the fingertips, rounding through the spine again. And then hips back. So we're keeping the flexion of the spine, shifting the weight into the hands and then back into the legs. Hands, legs, arms are straight, forward. Last one. And then place your hands down. You're going to press back to down dog. So in the down dog, lift the lower belly. As you lift the lower belly, imagine you're able to straighten the spine. So you're almost dipping the sternum down slightly And pressing the heels down. And then reach length of the chest forward. So we're looking for a really long, flat spine. Even if you're able to do that, you're going to bring the ribs in and find length instead. One more breath. Good. Step forwards. You're going to sit into the squat. Allow the heels to lift for the first one. Sway a bit side to side. Push your knees out with your elbows. Move into stretching the groin. And then if you can, place the heels down. Walk your hands forwards. And that's a really nice stretch for the lower back. Now I'm going to bring the weight into the feet, into the hands, feet, hands. So I'm just rocking back, forwards, back, forwards. One more. And then parallel the feet. Hold. Roll up to standing. All right, take the right arm up and over. Bring your hand behind your head. Push the head back into the arm. And then we're going to round half circle. So coming down. So the elbow is in between the knees. And then coming back up. Open that elbow into the side. And then round. Last time. Side. And round through. And it's a really nice stretch through those thick muscles around the lower back. Left side up. Lean in. Take your hand behind the head. Push the head back into the elbow. And then round half circle. Center. Side. Half circle. Center. Side. And half circle. Center. And release. Arms up. Fold. Bend the knees flat. Exhale, step the shins down. Now we're doing a short tabletop. As you can see, if I stretch the chest forward, the hands are not lined up under the shoulders, they're a bit further or more narrow. From here, tuck the tailbone and then press the hands underneath you, flex the lower back. Nice. And from here, coming into plank pose. Lower down. Long neck. Activate the shoulders. Lift the hands. 3, 2, hug your elbows in. 1, press up. Child's pose. Hips to heels. Right arm forward, pull the hand towards you, sway the hips to the left. Change side, press the hand down, towards you, sway the hips to the right. Down dog. Take the right leg up, inhale. One more breath. Step forwards. Drop the back knee. Turn the right toes diagonally out and then walk your hands forward. Lean the hips forward, lean to the left. So that stretches the outer glute and possibly some on that left hip as well. One more breath. Release. Center the right foot, let the hip drop down. Put some weight over that right thigh, and you get a nice stretch through your ankle. Okay, shift it back. We're going to stretch out the hamstring of the right leg. Flex your right foot, and then shift down. This might be enough. If you feel a nice stretch on the back of the leg, just hold it there and breathe. Nice, juicy, deep breaths. Try to relax everything else apart from your right ankle. Especially all the muscles in the face. When we do deep held stretches, tensing up the face doesn't really help. When you can relax all the muscles around the eyes and the jaw, you are sending the right signals to your nervous system. One more breath. And release. We're going to take pigeon on the right. Find a nice position where you don't feel anything in your right knee, only in that right hip, possibly into the lower back slightly. And just rest. 5 slow, deep breaths. When you come into this kind of passive way of stretching, it's more the mindset and the willingness to surrender yourself into it. How can I melt a bit further into this? How can I help the body make the most of this stretch? One more breath. And release. All right, we're going to take that right knee out to the side. And slide the left arm through. Rest your head on your right hand. All right. I'm going to take that into a spinal twist, so you hold on to your right knee and then just roll onto the back. And let the head follow a bit further across over the right shoulder. Good, release. Stretch the right leg down. Come back onto your front. Press back to child's pose. And just take a moment to rest the forehead down. Notice the relief on the right side. Good. Down dog. Finding that flat spine. Engage the lower belly. Press the heels down. Finding length. And then take the left leg up. Hold that for a few breaths. One more. Step forwards. Drop the right knee. Turn your left toes out about 45 degrees. And then you're going to lean into the right side. Couple more breaths. And release. Center the left foot. Put some weight onto the left thigh. Open up the ankle. And then we're going to try and maintain the connection of the left belly and ribs over the thigh. Stretch that left leg out. Flex the foot. You might feel this very strongly here. If not, lengthen a bit further down. Relax the shoulders, the elbows, the head, face. Keep your left ankle engaged and flexed. One more breath. And release. Pigeon. Keep softening. Good. Relax everything that is not needed to be engaged right now. As you can see, I'm kind of moving my head a bit side to side just to remind the muscles around the forehead and the eyebrows to relax. When your eyes relax, you kind of affect the rest of the body to soften. One more breath. Good. Release. We're going to take that left knee out to the side and the right arm underneath. So I'm still trying to face the belly down. And that stretches the upper back and the right shoulder, the right arm. Okay, we're going to take that into the spinal twist. The right hand crosses over the outer left thigh and then roll the left arm out so you're on your back. One more breath. All right, coming back onto the front. Stretch the left leg down. Come onto your belly. One cobra. Child's pose. All right. Turn to the right, so I'm on the right hand knee. And just taking a nice side bend there. Pressing the right hand down. Pressing the hips slightly forward. One more breath. And then release. Other side. Press the left hand underneath, hips slightly forward, and actively reach the right arm up and then across. Okay, now the right foot is going to come to the front. And we'll take head to knee stretch, so your left foot lands on the inside of the right knee. Kind of like tree pose standing. Inhale, stretch your arms. Exhale, reach for the calf, the ankle, or the foot. So with the right leg forward, this opens up, obviously, the hamstring, back of the right leg, and also the lower left part of your back. Deep breaths, relax the belly. And change. Inhale, exhale. Another thing that I'm doing here is kind of being aware of the rotation of the thigh bone. So I'm thinking of slightly internally rotating that thigh bone to be square in the hips and then reaching forward. So that I'm lining up the middle of the foot with the knee, which also might help stretch your calf. And I'm reaching over the left leg more than right in the center. And if you are able to come as far down as I am, it's kind of reaching the chin further down the shin. One more breath. And release. Lie down onto your back. I will take one more twist before we finish, and that is right ankle. Keep the external rotation of your right knee. Let the legs drop to the left, so the ball of the right foot lands on the floor. Then take your left hand onto the knee and push the knee away from you. So I'm pressing it down, and then let the head drop out towards the right hand. One more breath. Come back to center. Pull the legs in. You can take your right hand through. You can catch the back of the left leg. Or if you can, and you're more open in the hamstrings, you can catch from the outside onto the foot and get a deeper stretch through the back of the left leg. And this really opens up the hip and the lower back and the hamstring. Not feeling anything in the knees. If you are, you need to come back a bit. One more breath. And release other side. Let the legs drop. Right hand to the left knee, left arm out, drop your head. So pushing your knee away from you. more breath. I'm really hoping that you can't hear the music. It's on a random playlist and it's definitely not suitable for this. All right, coming back. Pick up the legs. Option 1 is bring your left arm through the legs and then take your right leg. Or option 2, on the outside. Okay, we have one more breath. And release. Last one, fish pose. Bring the hips up, slide your hands underneath. Straighten the legs, lift up onto the forearms, turn the crown of the head back on the floor. And activation is lifting the chest, stretching the throat, stimulating your connection to the divine by pressing on the top of the head. Release. Let the knees drop side to side. Good. Stretch your legs down. Take 2 minutes to be in your stillness. Allow everything to melt. Time to stop. Pause. Be with your breath. Feel the eyes roll further back into the head. Feel the body continue to melt into the floor. Belly and chest rising and falling as you breathe deep. And then move your fingers and toes. Bring the knees in onto the side. So you're going to rest your head on your right arm. And then come up to sit. Cross your legs or sit on your heels. Take one moment to tune into your heart, to tune into your soul. Choosing one thing to genuinely be grateful for right now. If you can't think of anything, just say thank you over and over until you start to feel something around your heart. And just sit with that feeling.
ready, open your eyes, and thank you for joining. I'll see you again next week.